Last lap, stage 1.
Well, I talked about Denny Hamlin being so good at saving tires. He knows where to push in the beginning of a run, not use up too much of those tires, not build those air pressures up too much. And he's also, Jimmie Johnson going around.
Into the wall hard.
Unbelievable, our leader. Shaking his head, boy, you know he's frustrated with that. Had such a great car, great race going on. Came up on some lap traffic there. I know his car had been really loose. You could see the back end hanging out on the exit, but I don't know what happened, what may have caused that car to come around.
Johnson was a couple of 100 feet for only his 3rd stage win since NASCAR adopted this form of racing. From aerial coverage, he's pulling up for the pulling up on a slower car.
That's Chris Buescher in the 17. So you see Jimmie turns down low, runs all 4 on that apron like he's been doing. Oh, the 17 had to check up just a little bit, and Jimmie's right front made contact and turned him around. Boy, it didn't take much, just the tiniest bit. Oh, yeah, you can see the 17 of Buescher just gets a little loose, makes a little contact, outside wall, checks up. He and the 48 of Jimmie Johnson, that Ally Chevrolet, make contact. Boy, so disappointing.
Of all the unbelievable things I've seen in this sport, that is right up there. Jimmie Johnson going for the stage win. Crashes. We're under caution the end of stage 1. Here's another look at what takes Jimmie Johnson out of this race.
This is the final lap at the end of this stage 1. Jimmie Johnson closes up on Chris Buescher. Right here, he checks up, gives him some space. And as Chris Buescher gets down on the apron and comes up back onto the racetrack, he has to check up. He gets loose. Jimmie Johnson just could not anticipate quick enough, and it was impossible to do so, that Buescher was going to have to lift and slow down that much.
Ready to start the final stage of this race. It started a promising day for Jimmie Johnson until this, right at the end of stage 1.
Yeah, Jimmie was the leader coming to the end of that stage. Makes contact with Chris Buescher, sends his number 48 Ally Chevrolet around and into the wall and out of the race.
Jimmie then turned to social media.
Man, that hurts. What a bummer. There's a race in a few days. We'll be back. Stuff happens. It's racing. The good news is that 48 is fast. My team is on it. My Camaro's fast. Great support from Ally. Great support from my fans. I'll still sting a little on the drive home. There's no doubt. But I will use this and learn from it. And I will be back Wednesday. And it is on.
All right, champ, we'll see you Wednesday night on FS1 when we race 500 kilometers at the same Darlington Raceway.
For the best access, perspective, and personalities in all of sports, follow us at Fox Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
For more great NASCAR on Fox content, subscribe to our channel. It's somewhere right around here.